you should write it somewhere. The better you know your goal, the easier for you to execute it. Graceukenia 2021. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Grace, and on this channel I talk about my weight loss journey, my lifestyle, and my faith. So before I go on to talk about the title of this video, I just want to wish you a happy new year. I'm super excited it crossed over from 2020 into 2021. So let's get right into the topic of this video. As you can see from the title below, the topic for today is how to define your goals in 2021. So it's that time of the year where people are talking about setting goals, setting smart goals, planning for the new year, long-term goals, short-term goals, all of it. You know how it goes. So I thought about it, and there's so much controversy about goal setting, and I tried to give you guys my spin on it. But I won't be talking about goal setting or goal planning. I want to talk about how to define your goals, because some persons don't even know what goals they should focus on. They don't know which goals should be at the top of their list. They don't know which goals should make their top priority. Before we get started, disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I'm just an avid reader that loves to explain things. So now that's out of the way, let's get started. What is a goal? What are goals? So there are several definitions to what a goal is, but I would like to say goal is an objective that gives you something to aim at or target at. So basically, you want something, and when you create a goal around what you want, which is the objective, it gives you something to target at. So you are looking forward to achieving your aim or your target. So that's what a goal is. No long term.
Oh my God! Wow!
With that being said, I just want to add something by one of my favorite authors, which is Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy said, goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement. I want you to think about that. How does that make you feel when you know your goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement? Let me go into defining your goals for 2021. I'm going to be giving you guys nuggets from the book Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. If you have not heard about it, it's a very, 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 very good book. I think you should get it. I will leave a link in the description box if you want to get it. It is really nice. I have a copy here. Eat That Frog. This book is amazing. You should get it. So basically, most of the tips, not all, most of the tips I'm going to be sharing with you today is from this book. Alright, so let's get started. Napoleon Hill once said, there is one quality that one must possess to win, and that is the fineness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to achieve it. This is one of my favorite quotes by Napoleon Hill. I would like to say defining your goal means knowing your goal or determining your goal. So that's like the simplest definition you can give to defining your goal. Before you can define your goal, you have to know exactly what your goal is. One of the major tips to defining your goal is clarity. You have to have clarity about something before you can define something, before you can know something, before you can determine something. You have to have clear details about that thing that you want, which is clarity. The more clear you are about something, the easier for you to achieve it and avoid procrastination. A major reason for procrastination and lack of motivation to do something is confusion and vagueness. When you really don't know what to do, you begin to procrastinate, and that leads to lacking motivation to actually do what you want to do. So I'm going to give you guys 5 steps on how to define your goals. The first one is to ponder. I would love to call it dissect and destroy. Okay, ignore the funny name, but it really means to dissect and destroy. If you ever came across chemistry, or if you were a science student back in secondary school, you know what dissecting means. It basically means to tear open a mammal or whatever creature or whatever specimen you're using in the laboratory for whatever reason you want to. Okay, that's basically what dissect is. To tear something open or to tear something apart. I said to ponder, right? To ponder means to think. When you're setting your goals, when you're defining your goals, and you're like, what should be at the top of my list? What should be a priority? What should be of high value? You need to think. You can decide to do this on your own, or you can entrust someone to do it with you, someone that can hold you accountable, someone that you trust. Okay, so you find time to sit down and discuss your goals, right, with yourself or with whoever you choose for supervision. And when you do it the first time, you may not get clarity on what you truly want. You have to do it a few more times. So you do this until you are crystal clear about what your objectives are. This is what I mean by pondering. You're going to take one piece of activity that you want to do and you're going to tear it apart. When you do this, you'll be amazed on what you actually find out. One of the very worst use of time is to do something very well that needs not to be done at all. This basically means wasting of your time, or time wasting. It's when you don't set your priorities and then you're focusing your energy and time on something that doesn't need to be done. So you need to be crystal clear about what you actually want to do. How do you do this? You dissect and you destroy. The next step is to set your priorities. So now you have a list of goals that are all important. They are all important. You feel like this is what I truly want to achieve. And it's not just one, there are several. Now, how do you say this should be at the top, this should be in the middle, this should be at the bottom? You set your priorities. You use the ABCD rule. So this rule basically tells you to organize your goals in order of value. So when you have your list of goals to achieve, you think about, amongst all these goals, which one gives me the highest value? Which goal that if I do not do it today, or if I do not do it right now, I will face a higher consequence, right? The one with the highest consequence is the one that should be at the top of your list. After doing that, you take out the next goal and go through the same process. Amongst these goals, which one, if I do not do after the first one, which was A, we'll call it A, I'll face a consequence similar to A, right? You do this until you get to the last one. So let's call the last goal E. You can do it however long your list is from A to Z, but we're leaving it at E. So if you have 5 goals, the goal at E could be, if I don't do this goal, if I don't achieve this goal, there wouldn't be a problem, there wouldn't be a risk, there wouldn't be a consequence. That should be at the bottom of your list because it has the lowest value, it has the least risk. So that's how to organize your goals and set your priorities. Next tip is you have a choice. So basically it's similar to what I said earlier about time wasting. This is you selecting activities that lead up to you achieving your goal. Don't go about the activities that don't lead up to you achieving your goal. So if you set out to cook a meal, the best thing for you to do is to go to the supermarket or the market and get the items you want to use to cook. Afterwards, you set out to prep to cook the meal and the process continues. So if you are set to cook a meal, you shouldn't go about cleaning your room when you know that that is not the most important task at hand. So basically, you have a choice. Like, it's no one's choice but yours. You have to choose the highest value activity to the goal you intend to achieve. The next tip is to do your homework, to do your assignments, and this basically means to research. You can't always know everything. That's why we learn and unlearn every day. If you have a goal and you don't have all the information to achieve that goal, you do not know everything about achieving that goal, what do? You go out there and research. You go out there and invest to know more about the goal you want to do. Personally, I love to research. I research all the time. How do you research? You can do this with books, you can do this with courses, you can do this with podcasts, you can do this with YouTube, Facebook. You have social media, you have blogs, you have articles. Technology has made it such a way that at the snap of your finger you can get whatever you want. I think investing in courses is a very good way to research. The next tip is to plan. One of my favorite quotes by Alan Lakin is, planning is bringing the future to the present so you can do something about it now. Isn't that amazing? So planning basically takes a lot of work out of the process. If you can plan properly ahead of time, the process becomes seamless. The process becomes easier to achieve. Every minute you spend in planning can save 5 to 10 minutes in execution. So that basically tells you how important it is to plan. So you take a big activity that's relating to your goal and you break it down into step by step for you to achieve your goal in smaller bits. You take that little step you have gotten out of the big mass and then you plan the heck out of it, and that is how you'll be able to define your goals. So basically, I've come to the end of this video. This video wasn't about goal setting. If you guys want me to talk more about goal setting, leave your thoughts in the comment section and I will be sure to create a video for you. But this video was to tell you how to define your goals, how to know more about your goals, how to determine your goals. I actually think the more you know your goal, the easier for you to achieve it. Like, you can have a mountain, a big mountain, and if you don't know your way around the mountain, it will be really hard for you to get to the top. So the better you know your goal, the easier for you to achieve it. I've been quoting different authors and great people. This one, I said it, you should write it somewhere. The better you know your goal, the easier for you to execute it. Graceukenia 2021. Thank you very much. Anyways, I've come to the end of this video. I really appreciate you watching till this far. Please share your thoughts in the comment section about this video. If you have ideas for another video, please tell me in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like and share this video. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss future videos, and I'll see you. Okay, before I go, I wanted to say I'm going to be starting a 5K walking challenge for the next 21 days, and I'm going to be creating a hashtag around it. So basically, it's like walking 5,000 steps each day for 21 days, and this challenge is going to be starting very soon. By the time you see this video, the challenge would have already started. So if you want to join this challenge, you can start working and filming it and use the hashtag Grace5K for 21 days, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.